Guys, so it's actually the next day, and I actually went on a hike. You can see the sunburn on my face, but it was very worth it. I'll show you that video in the next one. So right now I want to make some breakfast. I'm going to make fluffy pancakes with the German sausage that we got in the last video. So I'm going to make the German sausage with some bacon, and I want to measure up some ingredients here for the fluffy pancakes, and the ingredients will be on the description below, the measurements, or maybe I'll write them on the screen so you can pause and see. But the ingredients will be there and the measurements. So make sure you look at the description, and also stay keen. So now I have some tea going on, and I've already measured out everything. This is some chocolate. This I have not measured. You can add as much chocolate as you want, or if you don't like chocolate, you can put berries. This is oil with eggs, sugar. This is flour with the baking powder. Baking powder is here, and milk. Milk you don't measure, you just adjust the thickness of it, and you will know the thickness you need to adjust once you start to bake, to actually cook it on the pan. If it's too runny, you might need to adjust the thickness. If it's not, you can still adjust the thickness. So I'm adding some tea masala to my tea. And I'm out of cinnamon, so I actually bought cinnamon, not out. And some cinnamon, just a little bit. So that's my tea going on. I want to put the German sausage over here with the bacon on low heat, very low heat. That's what you need. You also need to cook the pancakes with very minimal heat, otherwise you're going to burn everything. So now these are the German sausage. Never actually had this sausage before, so it's going to be interesting. Actually smells like sausage. Smells good. This is the bacon. And as you can see, I have started all these on a cold pan. This pan is actually cold, and that is because you don't need a lot of heat to do this. Slow but sure, slow but sure. And I've realized I need to actually buy a bigger griddle or grill pan. So I'm actually not adding any fat into this because the bacon is already fatty, and it's going to render out the fat, which is going to cook the sausage as well. So you're going to have a bacon sausage tasting type of fat. So I'm gonna let this cook slowly, very slowly, as I continue mixing up the pancake batter. Always wash your hands. So let's get to this pancake. So as I've said, flour, baking powder, inside sugar, inside the eggs. You can beat them up before you add. Inside. And now for the milk. Just add little by little while adjusting the thickness of the butter, little by little. My tea is already rushing. So this actually needs to be very smooth. See now, like now it has some lumpiness. It needs to be very smooth. This is how thick it should be. This is the importance of adding little by little. But this is how thick it should be. And I have you guys on my chest strap, so I'm not sure if I'm shaking you too much when I mix this. This is how thick it should be. This is perfect. So yeah, this one is done. You can add the chocolate chunks right now or later. I want to add them later because I want some plain and some with chocolate, or I can actually divide this. So I'll be able to cook some with chocolate, some with no chocolate. And I've said this chocolate depends on however you want. You can add a lot or you can add little, it doesn't matter. And then you don't have to use chocolate. If you have berries, you can use blueberries. If you have strawberries, you can use strawberries. But for me, the strawberries that I'm using, these strawberries, I'm going to use them for a sauce, a strawberry sauce that I'm going to pour on top. So for the strawberry sauce, let me show you very quick. So for the strawberry sauce, I'm just going to add some strawberries. That is enough. These are frozen. Like that much. Then we are going to add some sugar. Some strawberries and sugar. And put it on the heat. Very low heat. I've reduced the heat to almost 0. Very low heat. And my tea is ready. So I think I'm going to get this out. The tea is ready. Fantastic. So the bacon is also going. The bacon is cooking very well, very well. And it's producing a lot of fat. Also the German sausage are doing very well. So I think I'm going to change this one. Tilt this so that the fat can go to other places. So as it continues to cook like this, you can put them in one corner and add more bacon. So on very low heat, that's where I'm cooking this German sausage and the bacon. That is looking nice. And as you can see, my sauce is starting to get ready as well. So you don't need to add any water. These fruits are going to produce this sauce or this water that you need. So on very low heat, I'm going to let this continue cooking. So I'm waiting for this to heat up so I can start cooking the pancakes. I actually think it's hot, so I can probably start cooking the pancakes. And if you want the same measurement or the same symmetrical shape of your pancakes, use the same scoop. If you're scooping one scoop, scoop one scoop for everything. Otherwise, they will not look even at all. This is the one with the chocolate. You see how this is moving? It's supposed to spread itself like that. If it's not spreading itself, it's too thick. If it's spreading itself too fast, then it's too thin. So this is perfect. And I'll show you how it looks when it's actually cooked, so that you can flip it on the other side. In the meantime, let's add some more bacon here. Once these are cooked, said you can push them to the side, put them on one corner, and add more bacon, or you can add the ones that are not cooked. And remember, this is very small heat, almost zero. This is what you're cooking with everything. The sausages, the bacon, everything. This part is jumping on me. You can see how well the sauce is doing. No water, just sugar and fruit on very low heat. This is going to make the sauce for you. You can see the sauce in there. Perfect. So once it's actually cooked, you can start smashing your strawberry to release more water. But remember, don't add any more heat. Everything is very small heat, very minimal. Oh, the fat from this is jumping on me. Very low heat. So as you can see, the pancake is now starting to have bubbles on the top, starting to have holes. This means that it's cooked underneath. You can see there are bubbles on the top, or holes. Bubbles and holes. This means that it's perfectly cooked on the bottom. So I have my spatula here, and I'm going to show you. This one now you can flip, and you can see perfectly cooked. It's perfectly cooked on the bottom. So that's how you can tell if your pancake is cooked or not. Now only thing you need to do is now just repeat that process over and over again. In the meantime, you can flip this. This is bacon. German sausage are also cooking very well. I've never cooked this sausage, so I'm just going to cook it until I finish. Because it's on very low heat, it is not bothering me at all. So I can add some more bacon. Slowly but slowly. As it continues to cook. This is how you manage your pan management. The cooked one over here, and they continue to render the fat, and they are cooked here, plus your sausages. They're cooking over there. And I think my sauce is already ready. And always wash your hands. So my sauce is ready. Now this one, if you even taste it, it's going to taste fantastic. Wow, that is perfect. So this one is ready. I'm going to set it aside for now as I continue cooking this other one. So this is a game of patience. Patience pays. So this one, I think it's already cooked. You can set it aside, and always oil your pan. And you can put another scoop. So if you want them to be perfectly symmetrical, you use the same scoop in every measurement. They're going to come out the same. They are going to almost be similar size. So now we wait. You can also adjust if you think it's not very round. If it's not too round for you, you can adjust it. So now we wait for the bubbles to come out on the same heat. Now we wait for the bubbles to come up and for the holes to appear, and that is going to be cooked. also, another indication that your pancake is cooked, you will see on the side that it looks different than the middle. So it looks like it's almost cooked on the sides. You get a perfect pancake like this one. I will need to clip this. I think I've overcooked it because I was trying to do something else. So now you see why you need to stay alert, because this pan is getting hotter, and if you go and do something else, you're going to burn it, but it's still very edible. So now that I'm done doing what I was doing, I think we can cook the otherwise very perfectly. So you can see this pan, it is smoking. It is still on low heat, but it is smoking. You can turn it off. Now the pan is turned off, and now I'm going to cook with the residual heat. This is another tip for you. The pan is actually very hot, and it has continued to get hot while we are cooking the rest. And that is because I'm using this big big gas burner. So I think I'm going to return this into the small gas burner, because the heat is too much. The heat is too much, you get something like this. It is cooked, but it is a little bit more cooked. So I'm going to return this gas burner over there. So this is why I'm telling you, you need to use very low heat, very small heat. I'm going to return this over here. Actually, before I return this over here, I need to drain this fat. You can see how much fat that is. It has a lot of fat. It's jumping everywhere. It's jumping everywhere. Nowadays, fat is jumping everywhere. So as this continues to cook, you turn them, and you add more bacon. If you have more. If you don't have any more, it is still okay. That's how you add a little bit more bacon. This one, you can let it continue to render down to the fat, or you can remove this one that are cooked. This one are now perfectly cooked. Now I will return the pan here. So I'm returning this pan over here, and this one starting to make Starting to make a lot of noise. Oh. So I'm going to remove the ones that are cooked. This one, they are rendering a lot of fat. So I also think these sausages are okay. Let me add this sausage over here. I think that way it's going to cook less. Now I just let these other bacons to cook and we will be done with this one. Now, if you can actually cook these pancakes alone without doing anything else, I'm checking if the pan is hot, and this is hot enough. Without doing anything else, then you can have very perfect pancakes. So this is how it should be. You can see that on the sides it is bubbling very slow. So the pan is actually hot, but not too hot, at the point of smoking. So this is going to produce very perfect pancakes. You wait and see. Wait and see. This is a game of patience. If you want to cook this type of pancakes, it's better if you cook it alone without doing other things. Without cooking this part, and that way you will avoid to burn your pancakes. But this is perfect so that I can show you what can happen. If your pan is too hot, you'll get something like this. If your pan is perfectly hot, you'll get something like this. So now, let me put this in a dish so that it doesn't get cold. These other ones are also cooked. That is good. So now you can see it's starting to bubble, and on the side here almost not boiling. So that is a perfect indication that it is perfectly cooked. And as you can see, once I start lifting, consider it's getting wrinkly, or it's having wrinkles. but the most perfect indication that it is cooked inside and out are the small bubbles. So these are just tips. I'm just giving tips on how you cook this perfectly. This is perfect. So now we wait a few more minutes, then we take it out. So I think that is now perfectly cooked. These are cooked, hot and ready. This German sausage is also cooked. Oh, it smells very good. It smells very good. So we're also going to put that in a dish so it doesn't get cold. Now you can turn that off, and this fat you can use it to cook. So I also think that this is cooked. It's cooked very perfectly. You can see that. Perfectly brown and cooked. So this is why you need very low heat. And you can also feel that it is firm. If it is squishy, that means it's not cooked inside. But if you feel like this and it is firm, perfect. So this is cooked. Now we can add another one. If your mix is very perfectly mixed, it's going to spread itself. But you can also spread it. You can also spread it just to make it a little bit more round. So I think we have one more scoop here. Then you can cook the plain ones. Now I need to move this fat. You can use this bacon fat. You can use this bacon fat to do something else. And this pan is very heavy, very heavy. Perfect. Now, as you can see, when it's on very low heat like this, you can even go and do anything else. Just give it like 2-3 minutes. It's going to be cooked all the way through. As you can see, perfect. Pancakes bila stress. Just have one scoop here. Then the rest we can do the plain ones. I think you get how they are cooked now. So I'm going to cook these other ones, then we're going to meet at the end of the video. Still have a half a scoop here. I'm going to add this to the other one. So now I want to use 2 pans. if you use one pan, it's going to take you longer. It's going to take you a very long time to finish up your cooking. So if you have two pans, or if you have a big pan, you can use it. So I'm putting them in a dish so that it doesn't get too cold. And I'm sorry if you can hear someone with a speaker. There's a wedding going on somewhere around me. They are very loud. Should I crash the wedding? Should I go? Should I go or should I not? There's someone speaking very loudly in a speaker. There's a wedding somewhere in my neighborhood. And that's what you're hearing, if you can hear it. People are still getting married, which is fantastic. Priests now can make wedding cakes. Can make wedding cakes for them. So this is the last one. And then we serve. Now you see how it looks on a plate. So I'm going to add a little bit of water in this sauce because it's very thick. Just a little bit, and then I reheat it just like that. That is enough. Now we need to reheat it. Now we just need to reheat this very minimal. Doesn't even need to be reheated a lot, just kidogo sana as we wait for this to finish. So I'm scraping on the sides and I'm going to let this reduce again to a thick sauce. At the same time, I'm also smashing it. You can also do this with blended strawberry. They don't have to be full. You can blend them, add some sugar, and you'll make your strawberry sauce. In the hotels, there was something else that we are adding to make a jam, but this is just a normal strawberry sauce. We are not making a jam, a strawberry jam. So let this reduce, then we'll be ready to serve. You can see, if you want to know it's thick enough, you just take a spoon like this and you run your finger across. You can see it's taking time before they join again. This is thick enough, so I'm going to turn this off. Now we are done. I think now we can serve. Those are perfect. Now we are done cooking. Here they are. Perfect pancakes. Now we're going to build this plate with the pancakes stacked upon each other, just like that. A German sausage. I actually need to do 2 of these plates, and the bacon. So I got another plate. Another German sausage. Let's build this up. And big one. This is not a must, but if you want, you can do it. Don't worry, my hands are clean, the table is clean. As you can see, I keep my hands a little bit clean. So you can stack those on top, just like that. And now for the sauce. This is the strawberry sauce. Which you can just pour on top. Just like that. There you have it. Very own breakfast, fluffy pancakes with German sausage and bacon. If you eat this every day, my friend, that's how it looks. That is how it looks. And see how this is dripping. Now, you serve that with tea, and your day is made. Your day is going to be perfectly made. That's how you make fluffy pancakes with German sausage and bacon. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Wow. I'll see you in the next video. Now, let me go and serve this before it gets cold. Guys, here's mi madre eating. Bumo niambie na wajaji.
Yeah.
Let's usongeze.
So delicious.
Wow. Kama pancake basi. This is how you're supposed to eat it, with a fork and knife. See, that pancake is very perfectly cooked. The banana slice. Fantastic.
Wow. So delicious.
I'll
Can
see you
eat
guys.
like 10.
This is saying that you can eat more than 10. So let us eat before it gets cold. I'll see you guys in the next video. Subscribe.
Thank you.
Now, even me guys, let me enjoy. Hii German sausage inaonja vizuri. Tasting very good. Mother is already finished.